Folks, we just had a capitulation event in crypto recently, and a lot of these altcoins are down quite a bit. And one of these altcoins is Kadena, which could, from here, potentially do a 25x. And I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty good to me. And when we pull up Kadena, we see that we got 1 billion total supply, a circulating supply of about 200 million. All-time high reached $27.64 November 11th last year, 2021. All-time low was back in 2020 when the big major capitulation happened, bringing this new project down to 6 cents. Right now, it's sitting at 87 cents. 87 cents to $27. Not bad. And Kadena's also got a sweet little ecosystem where you can do DeFi. And for a proof-of-work chain, I'm pretty impressed with this. So today I'm going to break down Kadena just a little bit, taking a look at the coin, a little bit at the ecosystem, and a little bit at the charts. And we'll figure out some good points to where we may be able to buy this. But looking at the charts today, it looks like it may be trying to fake us out, and we may get a bounce to the upside. So let's talk about it. Road Dog Crypto. Welcome back to Road Dog Crypto. My name is Lane, your Crypto Road Dog, here to guide you through the crazy thing that we call crypto. And right now I'm at KDA. This is a DeFi protocol that is on the Kadena network. It's got a gamified setup, but you can also get out of that and get into the regular swap features that we're used to. But this happens to be the first place that I've chosen to start my Kadena journey, as I'm having to pull off coins from the exchanges during this big capitulation event with FTX. And everybody feels a little scared having coins on exchange, and rightly so. For the projects that I'm looking at accumulating for this bear market, and this is one of the top projects that I am working on accumulating, what better time to actually get involved with the ecosystem and start putting it to work for me? So I'm actually able to do some liquidity pools and things like that and get extra earnings on my Kadena, as well as hold them into the wallet that I have for long-term storage. Just an example of the kind of coins that I like is something that has use case over, say, a meme coin or a governance token, something like that that doesn't have as much of a use case, but something that can be used and be put to work. Those are some good picks. And Kadena is a great project, is relatively new. Proof of work miners mine Kadena, limited supply of 1 billion, being released slowly over the next 100 years, circulating supply of about 200 million currently. And so all the rewards, what's generated for Kadena, will be coming to the miners over the next, say, 100 years, just like Bitcoin. It's operating just like Bitcoin, but it's got some extra cool features. But right now, being 87 cents, when we're looking at an all-time high that was at 27 cents, it's a no-brainer that this one and what they are bringing to Web3 and bringing to the industry that will help move us forward, that's pretty exciting. So this one is a winner in my book. And right now, I think is the perfect time to accumulate it. So let's take a look at the charts. Now, when I pull up the daily chart, we can see we came down here to about $1.28 back in May, right? And we just kind of been bouncing around, up to about $2.50. And it was all through this area that I started accumulating slowly into Kadena. And as much as it looked like we were going to bounce to the upside over here in a falling wedge, we did the opposite. We came down to the downside. Right now, we got some signs, some strong signs that we're getting ready to get a bounce to the upside on Kadena. So in my honest opinion, for what's going on at the moment, even though this looks like a bearish situation, this to me looks like a possible bull trap where we'll be coming back up into this pattern. If we do, we can definitely look for some upside, probably in a quicker fashion than some of the other altcoins, making it back up to these $2 areas. Now, it is worth noting that the measured move that I took from this falling wedge right here gives us, kind of a conservative move down to a daily support area, actually just a little bit past it. So, there's another scenario that we could just kind of keep following down this line till we come down to this daily support area that is right about 75 cents. Very possible, and that could still lead us back up into this pattern and still get some more upside. I'm not foreseeing the possibility of coming all the way down to 50 cents, but I wouldn't rule that out either. But with these signs that we've got going on right here with the green dot or market cipher on the daily, with our RSI coming in so low, what our other indicators are showing me is that we've got a really good possibility to get a bounce right in the area that we're at. And this is a great time in my book. We're sitting around 89 cents. To actually get your feet wet in Kadena if you haven't already, or start dollar cost averaging in, maybe get a small position. I do see a lot of potential for this 25x, and it has proven itself in the last bear market. You maybe ask me why I think that it may actually be getting a bounce here instead of coming back down to its measured move. The reason is, if I take a Fibonacci from that top down to this bottom right here, we can see that we came down to the -2.7 Fibonacci level. That is widely known for bounces to occur. So if this is a fake out to get us back into this pattern, because really, if you zoom out, we're looking at two patterns that the price action has broken. Let me get rid of this Fibonacci real quick. You can see a falling wedge here, but you can also see what we call a descending triangle here, which is normally a continuation pattern to the downside, but at bottoms, it can form as a bottoming pattern. So that's another tip off that I have. One other thing that I'd like to draw your attention to is that this trend line right here, that is where we're kind of getting stuck at the moment. So we do have a good opportunity to get a bounce at the levels that we are right around 89 cents. If we do break down further, these are the other two levels I would be looking at, as far down as 50 cents or at least to about 75 cents. But the signs that I am getting right now point that we may get a bounce to the upside. Now, if we go down to the 4 hour, it is also giving us a green dot on market cipher. Things are starting to point to the up direction, but the biggest thing I want to point out to you is that our trend is coming down, price action is coming down, yet our indicators, all of these are leaning up to the upside. Indicators are pointing up, price action coming down, and that makes what we call bullish divergence, and that is almost a guarantee that price is getting ready to go to the upside. So I do foresee in the shorter term, at least coming up, if not to retest this area of about 98 cents. That's a possibility too. If we get rejected there, expect more downside, expect 75 cents, and expect possibly 50 cents. But what we're really looking for is for this price to break above that level. And once it does that, that's generally a good sign that you can safely go in heavier and that we got more upside. So Kadena definitely on my radar for picking up at some great prices, including right now that we have. Now, I do want to draw your attention to this on the levels that I've got here on the daily support. If you zoom out to the much bigger picture to the weekly, that will tie back to these areas, and the 75 cent area right here being a strong one. Probably best can see that on the daily if we just go back here, this little cluster right here. And that's where we could possibly be coming down to now. And you can see that we're getting a bounce off of the top of this cluster. And that's why I think this is a very strong area, and it may not be able to make it down to the bottom of this area to 75 cents before we're getting a bounce. Just a possibility. But Kadena definitely has a good ecosystem here. A lot of exchanges carry it, a lot of wallets for it. We got Kadena Swap, CADX. There's a lot of different things, a lot of NFT plays. It's also making partnerships with some very good blockchains, Cosmos, Polkadot, the IBC with Cosmos, very big. Love that. And so this is a Web3, the new thing coming in. And they're also tied with Flux. I haven't done a deep dive into all this, but that looks like it may be another promising coin to look at too as well. This is one that's been on my radar that I've been slowly accumulating over time. And now I'm going in more and more. And especially since now I have a use case and I can put my Kadena to work on the DEX and on the ecosystem and build it that way too. A good pick in my mind. Hope this has been helpful for you. Maybe give you something to think about. And until next time, my name is Lane, your Crypto Road Dog. Wishing you the best. Trade carefully, trade safely, invest wisely. And just remember, you are in crypto at one of the best times to be in. And you got this, baby.
Hello, friends. Bobby Joe Rumblemaker right here telling you about the opportunity of a lifetime. Are you trying to find financial freedom by trading and investing in them there cryptocurrencies? But are you having a hard time being profitable and making them winning trades? Well, you can get all that knowledge and a whole lot more just by watching the Crypto Chart School playlist over here at the Road Dog Crypto channel. You just go right down here where it says Chart School, you click that full playlist, and voila! They got all the knowledge right there. And they're adding to it every week. So if you want to be profitable, right there you can go. And it's all for a like and a subscribe till you get all the answers you need over at the Road Dog. Happy trading, y'all.